Download the BCSN Plus app today.
Carter Gylander getting the start in net. Toledo continuing their goalie rotation in the postseason. We've seen the Fish get off to slow starts in the playoffs, but not tonight. A minute 49 in, scrum in front of the net. Puck is loose. Mitchell Lewandowski making them pay. Louis stuffing it home. Toledo with the early lead. 2.5 minutes later, Walleye strike again. Jalen Schmarick from the blue line. It's a 2-0 lead. Nolan Moyle picking up assists on both goals. The Mavericks get the next one, and then Kansas City on the power play. Max Andreev hurt the Walleye last year, does it again tonight, catching Gylander leaning the wrong way. We are tied. Wild first period not over, though. Trenton Bliss, one-on-one, puts Toledo back in front. It's a 3-2 lead through 20 minutes. Early in the second period now, behind the play, Matt Anderson, 4 Kelly Cup goals this season, takes the hit behind the net. He goes down all postseason. Toledo has talked about standing up for their teammates. Tyler Spezia jumps in. Spezia called for roughing. KC going back on the power play, and they would take advantage as Casey Carew ties the game. Mavericks 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Fish 0 for 3 on the power play in tonight's game. 6 minutes into the third, great to see Anderson back out there, and Brandon Cruz finds Colby Ambrosio, the rookie's 10th playoff point, putting Toledo back in front as the former Miami Redhawk has been massive in the postseason. 4-3 the final. Potentially a costly victory, however. Lewandowski left the game in the second with an apparent upper body injury, did not return, but the Fish will return home with a commanding 2-0 lead. The experience paying off on the road.
I thought very maturely, never once were they, second guessing themselves. They got right back to their game anytime that Kansas City put us on our heels a little bit. And so that's we played in a lot of games like this all year long, and I think this is where the value comes from it. Yeah, to lose the special team war and to win the 5-on-5 battle, it's very rewarding. I thought the guys stuck with the game. We continued to forecheck through that third period, and again, you've seen contributions throughout the lineup.
Contributions throughout the lineup at BCSN as well. They were partying at Fleetwood's. Matt Melzek and Kendall Lindenkugel, what did you see?
Well, you know what? It takes every facet of your team to win games and to win games on the road in the playoffs. Kendall, the special teams weren't the facet tonight, but they got it done anyway.
Right. Toledo did still have a very strong offensive game within the first and third periods there. Defensively, they might not have been the greatest, but Toledo was still able to persevere offensively, and they really fought hard for that victory.
Yeah, they certainly did to give them a 2-0 series lead. And it's so important in the 2-3-2, isn't it? The fact that they won both of those games on the road.
Being able to take a 2-0 series lead at home and then come back to the Huntington Center where the building's going to be packed, it's going to be rocking, it's going to be electric in there for this playoff atmosphere. And Toledo plays so well at home, especially in front of a fan base like that. It's going to be very important to have that kind of a series lead going into it.
And the crazy thing is, Coach Pat Mickish and his staff, they're going to have things to take out of this game that they can work on going into Game 3. You're up 2-0, but there were some things that they'll need to do better to keep going in this series.
Right. You still have that cushion and a couple days to rest, to recoup, look at some film, and then go in there and be able to go and play your best game at home and try and take this series home.
Yeah, they certainly could if they win on Tuesday night, a commanding 3-0 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. But they're up 2-0, heading home for Game 3.
Thank you, Matt. Looking forward to that Game 3 Tuesday night. That'll be a 7:15 puck drop, 7 p.m. pregame coverage beginning on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app. We know there'll be a Game 4. We know that will be Thursday. We still don't know if that Game 5 is going to be necessary because Toledo now up 2-0, the best of 7 series. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Conference Final, Trois-Rivières beats Florida in Game 1 tonight. So that series, 1-0, Trois-Rivières leading. All Walleye playoff games, home and away, of course, available on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app.